Sit down. Stop shouting. Wait your turn. These were the phrases I heard from my teachers growing up in school. There was one in particular, my second grade teacher, who she was so strict with me. I thought she hated me. I referred to her as the mean teacher. And then one day when I arrived to class and I approached my desk, there was an envelope on my desk. And inside that envelope was a birthday card and a gift card. This was from my mean teacher. It happened again over the holidays. Don't let this picture fool you. I was definitely on the naughty list. I was a brat. I didn't think much about it at the time until my classmates' birthdays arrived, and all they got on their desks was a starburst and a pencil. It made me feel weird. It made me feel special. My name is Josh Farris, and I was that problem child. And like many problem children, I had a lot of difficulties both inside and outside of school. Inside school, I was always in the principal's office. I really struggled to make friends. I'd failed the first grade, and I was the special ed kid. It was challenging for the time, and then on top of that, outside of school, my mom worked as a waitress over 60 hours at times, and so I never saw her. And my dad spent most of my childhood in prison. I never said anything about any of my experiences, and yet somehow my teacher knew that I needed to be noticed. From then on out, I sought attention from my teachers. And I realized the only way I was going to get attention was if I paid attention. And as soon as I started paying attention, I realized that the work was actually pretty easy. Before long, by the time I entered the third grade, my grades had shot up, and I had turned into the American Hermione. Her name's Karen. By the time I finished high school, I not only graduated at the top of my class, but I had also earned a full scholarship from Questbridge to the University of Virginia. I didn't think about the impact my teacher had on me at the time until I took a class on development, and I realized the impact that she had on my trajectory. And so I reached out to her via social media, and I asked her, "Why did you do that?" And this is what she said. "I worried about your well-being. All children deserve love, being understood, and feeling safe. I recommended you to the gifted teacher for the gifted program because you thought outside the box. She told me you could not be considered because either you repeated a grade or you were special education." It was both. "I told her that you did display signs of higher level thinking. I tried to keep up with your progress and let you know I had not forgotten you. You are a miracle child." She was not the only educator to invest in me. The educators that did invest in me, my success was a return on their investment. But you don't have to be an educator to make a difference. You don't even have to really know someone to make a difference. I'll give you an example. A few years ago, I had stepped into a bakery. Now, everybody that knows me knows I love sugar, especially ice cream. You could probably bribe me with it. My pancreas hates me. She'll get over it, I hope. Anyways, I stepped into this bakery, and there was one lone worker working at the counter. We'll call him Chris. Now, Chris was a little bit younger than me, but he had a lot to show for his 22 years. He had received funds from investors to open the store. He managed the hiring, he managed the inventory, the budget, he made the food, he made all the drinks. And yet, despite all of his accomplishments, I realized after talking to him that he didn't have a lot of confidence in himself. And then I heard my teacher's voice inside of me, that he needed to feel noticed, that he needed someone to invest in him. So I took him on a walk one day, and as we're on this walk, I turned to him, and I say, Chris, why don't you believe in yourself? And he just started crying. He said something to the effect that no one had ever believed in him. And so I pulled out an envelope, and I gave it to him. And inside that envelope was $100. I said, Chris, I think you have a lot of potential. Even if you don't think you have potential. And I want to invest in you. I don't want you to put this into the business. I want you to use this and invest in yourself, in your future. We hugged and parted ways. And then a couple years later, I was giving a speech at my alma mater, and he calls me up. He told me that he had re-enrolled into college, and that he had finished up at a local community college, and he was wanting to transfer to study business. He wanted my advice on where to pursue business for a four-year degree, and so we chatted for a little bit, and then got off the phone. And then as of a few months ago, I saw a post from him on social media, and he had just accepted a program to go study at Oxford. And I commented on his post, and I said, Chris, you just never cease to amaze me. And this is what he said. Josh Farris, your mentorship was essential in guiding me to where I am today. Thank you for inspiring me. Your words and your actions, no matter how big or small, no matter your occupation, can inaugurate change and even echo across someone's lifespan. It just might take a while for that investment to blossom. It could be weeks, it could be months, even years. As Maya Angelou once famously said, love liberates. My teacher's love liberated me. My love liberated people like Chris. The love you give someone today can liberate their tomorrow. And we love by noticing people. And we notice people, and then we invest in them. So I'm asking you today to invest in the loud troublemakers like me. Invest in the silent strugglers like Chris. Invest in the invisible. Thank you.